What's up, everybody? Welcome to Messin with Quads. My name is Greg Richard.
And I'm Victor.
Hey guys, we're absolutely happy to have you here with us this evening. Vic, what are we reviewing tonight?
Tonight we have the MJX X800 hexacopter.
Nice. And I like this thing a lot. Now guys, what we're going to be doing, we did this on our last video, and this is something that's going to be continuing. It's called the Bust Up and Build Up segment. First off, we're going to bust these things up as much as we possibly can. Find the bad things about it, the things that we don't like, the things that we notice that just aren't good with these hexes. And then after that, we're going to build it back up and tell you guys exactly what's good about it and why we love it. So let's go ahead and kick this baby off. There's not much about this thing, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it really isn't, to be honest.
You know?
On the bust up, the plastic feet, not happy with them. You know, granted they're lightweight, you know, easy push on, pull off, but does really nothing for absorption. Nothing at all, really. There's nothing here, it's just hard plastic. Now, if you know you want to skate on the concrete, they're good for that.
Yeah.
But
well, then even then, what will happen too is if you catch the concrete just right, that thing's gonna, you know, pop forward and flip and do whatever crazy stuff. You've seen me do cartwheels already as it is. So
a few times.
Yo, Greg's I got a special one. That's what Vic said the other day. But anyway, yeah, I don't really. That's why I don't run them. This is actually mine. This one's Vic's, and mine definitely looks a little bit different, obviously. But I don't rock the feet, the landing gear. I think it's so bouncy and unnecessary. And Vic, you know, he just got this one in a week ago.
Yeah, a week ago, exactly. So I gave Greg 2 of my white props so he can have some orientation. I got 2 of his black ones. You know, I'll break this down like his very shortly.
Yeah.
But we wanted to show you, you know, what they look like really quick.
With full gear and without. So what else we got?
The LED.
Yeah, on the black one. It's, you know, it's cool because it looks like a smiley face up in the air. I will say that, which it makes me smile. You know what I'm saying? But at night, the black one, it's not good. The white one, let's go ahead and plug this into. You know, it doesn't. That's all you get. So you can see the difference between it. It's shining through the white really good.
Exactly, shines through the body. Excellent night flyer, even for its size. Very, very good night flyer.
It is, definitely. The black one looks sinister, I'll give it that, but it's just for night, it's no bueno. No good. But during the day, it's great.
Exactly.
It's actually really good during the day.
And going into the flying, the yaw ray. Not happy with the yaw ray.
Yeah. On
the MJX X800. Wish it was faster. You do have the 3 speeds, beginner, intermediate, and expert. Unfortunately, like most, the high or expert level on this has that auto flipping, which I can't stand, like a lot of other people.
It is jump.
You know, wish they would leave us alone and just let us get down at 100% and flip as we choose.
With the button.
I'm not a stunt flyer. I mean, honestly, I can care less about flips. That's just me. You know, give me my 100% and let me boogie.
Now me, I'm a little wild with mine. Vic calls me the Evil Knievel. But, you know, yet again, I would agree with him. You know, this high rate or expert rate, it goes into auto flip. It's really dangerous, actually. Especially for someone who's a beginner, you're gonna crash it if you put it on there if you're not used to this kind of protocol.
Well, you should be crashing it if you're a beginner and you jump into expert. I'm just saying.
Seriously, no doubt. Don't go all the way. But I know they say go big or go home, but with this, do not do that.
No,
seriously, keep it in intermediate. As a matter of fact, Vic and I fly in intermediate all the time.
All the time.
Unless we got wide open space. You know, that's the only time I would do that. And even still, man, these things, they travel quick.
Very quick.
And you can definitely get a flyaway, huh? So.
Oh, he's calling me out.
I'm poking at him.
My first white one, you know, took it to the field. Again, it got away from me. Hopefully some little boy found it.
We were talking about that earlier.
He's having a nice Christmas.
That's right.
And he'll do his thing.
That's right. This right here, that's what I was about to say. This is another thing that we need to bust up. When you're pulling down this joystick, it actually hits your trim buttons and the top and the bottom. And that's no good. And I'm always yanking back on this thing hard. And I'm hitting it and I'm actually messing with the trim. And I don't even realize it until after I get it up and I'm you know, hovering. It's all over the place. So it's definitely no good. You know, I think, you know, one other thing, a lot of people say to use the screw. I don't use the screw on this. Yeah, I think it's kind of unnecessary to use the screw.
It does lock in place.
It does right
So
here.
technically, yeah, you don't need the screw.
Unless you're like going like this or something crazy, I don't think you're gonna have any issues. Now, one other thing, it takes 6 AA's, which is pretty crazy.
So it makes the remote very heavy.
It does.
But I can understand it with the 750 mAh,
It does.
3.7 volt,
Yep.
because it definitely makes this hex move.
And it's also got the, what's it called again, where you press the button down and you can fly it with like a Wii remote.
The gravity
Control.
or whatever.
Yeah, gravity control, which is probably why they also included a little bit more power in the transmitter itself. But other than that, you know, let's go ahead and build this baby up.
So the pitch on the MJX X800 is very good.
It definitely it gets good gradually as well. I mean,
Very good. Matter of fact, you have to give it some throttle or you will run into the ground. Because the pitch on this thing is excellent. This is a fast mover. In terms of mini quads, this is the fastest we've tested so far in the speed test. And we'll get into that again in a few minutes.
Definitely. Now, flight time. It's got pretty good flight time.
Decent flight time, just over 7 minutes.
And it's a 740 mAh?
750.
750 mAh. So we're sitting at what, 7.5 minutes?
Yes.
I think
on
it
our
is.
test. Yeah.
Now that's from very beginning to very end of LVC,
Correct.
right? Okay, so, you know, it's got great flight time, 7.5 minutes for a mini.
Yes.
Man, you can't ask for much more.
Can't beat that. And it
Because-
has good LVC because
Yeah.
it slowly comes to the ground. So it's not a cut out, crash and burn. After a while, you can have the throttle 100% and it just won't give you any. It'll just come
Right.
and do a soft
Well, and I
landing,
think the
basically.
LVC is about 45 seconds, I believe, from what I remember. It's about 30 to 45 seconds, somewhere
Right.
in there. So it gives you just enough time to be able to get back. And yeah, I really think that they did a good thing here squeezing this big battery in there.
Okay.
And it can handle it too.
Very much so.
And you know, I have put smaller batteries in here before, but I think you're crazy if you stick anything smaller in here.
Yep.
You know, it's because it can handle it real well. So what else we got, Vic?
Price.
Man, yeah.
GearBest is
Good
averaging, you know, around $30. When we picked these up, they were ranging from $26 to $29.
So they've gone up a little bit.
So the price to performance ratio, and in my opinion, is excellent.
Yeah.
I would pay up to $40
I think I would too.
for this X800.
Yeah.
In all honesty,
You're getting a lot.
You are.
You really are getting
You
a
are.
lot. And we're not talking about the contents of the package, we're talking about the performance of the hex.
price to performance ratio.
Yeah, we're talking about performance here. I mean, this thing, it really does perform.
I agree.
It performs. So, the box is nice too. It's kind of cool. You can actually see your hexacopter when it comes in right through the box.
You can pack it up, use it
Yeah.
as a nice display case, you know,
Yeah.
especially once you get it all packed up and going, you know, if you're like us and you have quite a few, and you guys will see those in later reviews.
Yeah.
You know, this is a good little case to have.
It is.
Greg and I just don't have the patience to put anything back in the box
No.
and carry it around. You know, we have cases and whatnot, but that's another story.
That is another story. And you know, I did mod mine a little bit. Vic hasn't gotten to that point yet. I did the antenna mod. I haven't really tested it to see if it's gone that far. Let's just be honest. You're not going to fly a Mini too far. I would suggest you not to do it because yet again you will lose sight of it.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter what color it is, you're going to lose sight of it. It's going to fly away at a certain point, at a certain distance. But other than that, there's not really much we can beat up. There's a whole lot of good about this bad boy. So what's the conclusion, Vic? What do we got?
Get you one.
Get you one, right? Don't even hesitate when you see this thing at
No
a
ifs,
decent
ands,
price.
or buts. It
Yeah.
belongs in every Flyers collection.
I would agree. I think if it stays under 30, I would say under $35.
It's winning all
Man,
day.
get it. Yeah, you're definitely winning all day long for sure. So definitely we suggest this. Get it. It's a great flyer. It's fun. You're not gonna get bored with it. And beginner, intermediate, expert. I would say this is more intermediate to expert.
Exactly.
I really would.
Even for a beginner in beginner mode, it's very responsive. The throttle punch, even in beginner, is pretty insane.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the
I
first
remember-
day. Yeah.
First
You know what
time
I'm
Greg
talking about.
fired it up, we were in the house at a dining room table, and
Yeah.
I think he almost took out the dining room light.
So that's, yeah, it punches. Oh, one other thing. Man, I have cartwheeled this thing, like I said, so many times, and this bad boy is still trucking. It's taking a licking,
Licking,
and
keeps
keep
on
on
ticking.
ticking. I mean, Vic was with me at the soccer field the other day when we were flying it, and I had this arm bent up completely. It's made out of like an ABS.
Very sturdy.
So you can bend this thing. So yet again, get you one. Gotta get one. So everybody, this is the bread and butter, what everybody's been waiting for. We do speed velocity tests with a radar gun, a Bushnell radar gun.
That's right.
And yeah, go ahead, Vic.
We chose the radar gun because we know that you have the GPS devices that you can clamp on and get your satellite reading. But again, that adds payload. So we don't want to add payload. We want to know what these things can do out the box, landing gear, props, and of course strip down as bare as you can get them.
Yeah.
Like Greg's here.
Yep.
In the speed test, this actually clocked 30 miles an hour.
30 miles an hour.
We try to do 3 runs just to get a good median. All 3 runs, as you will see in the video, solid 30 miles an hour.
And that was a 5 mile an hour wind too.
Exactly. Windage on that day, you'll see that in the video. You'll hear the wind. Just check the video out.
Yeah.
Don't take our word for it, and you'll see it.
That's right. So everybody, we thank you for joining us. Make sure before you leave, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe, and even if you dislike, we'll still love you forever. So God bless you guys. We love you.
Appreciate you.
That's right. See you next time.
All right, this is Victor, messing with quads. Got my buddy Greg downfield. We're gonna do a speed test run on the MJX X800. This is with landing gear and the prop guards on it. We're testing it with a Bushnell radar gun. I believe the model number is 109101. See, it's zeroed out. We'll let Greg start this run. They're gonna do 3 runs. This is the first one. We have a wind blowing about 3 to 5 miles an hour, east to west. We're facing north and south. So you can see the first run was 25. That's about 23. This is the third run, MJX X800 with prop guards and landing gear. Got 27 on it. One more run, Greg. So you see this wind is affecting it. .23. Again, winds are blowing east-west about 4 or 5 miles an hour, and we're facing north and south. Appreciate y'all watching. This is Victor and Greg at Messing with Quads, doing speed tests on the MJX X800. Got the Bushnell radar gun, Doppler radar. We just did one test, it hit at 30 miles an hour. We're gonna do another one. All right, Greg. .30 miles an hour again. Yep. Solid 30. Yeah, push that throttle as much as you can. We want it all the way. There it is, 3 runs, 30 miles an hour each run. MJX X800.